Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to North Pole Live. Tonight on our stage we have an array of celebrity guests that will surely bring down the house. So let's get started with some applause for the claws. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Santa.
Up in red, and he spends the whole year working out of his sled. It's a little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick, just a little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. Run, run, reindeer, run, run, reindeer, run, run, reindeer, run, run, reindeer. There's no one. A little love sled, we call it old Saint Nick, but she runs. Four-speed stick. She's handy apple red with a scheme or a whip. And when Santa hits the gas, man, just watch her flip. It's a little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick, just a little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. Ooh, Merry Christmas, Saint Nick. Ooh, Merry Christmas, Saint Nick.
Thanks, Santa. That was rad. And now, here comes the real king of rock and roll. It's Frosty. You ain't nothing but a snowman. Snowman.
Bumpity thump thump, bumpity thump thump. Bumpity thump thump, bumpity thump thump.
Look at Frosty go. Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul.
Bumpity thump thump.
Frosty the snowman was a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day.
There must have been some magic in that old top hat they found. Cause when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Watch me now. I said thump. I said thump thump. I said thump thump thump. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump.
Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump. Frosty the snowman was wild as he could be. And the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me.
Oh, thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump.
Look at Frosty go.
Yeah, thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump. Over the hills of snow. Thank you very much.
And now, he's the hardest working reindeer in showbiz. He's so cool, he's hot, with the Rudettes singing backup. It's the sensational Sultan of Soul, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Hey, Rudy the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Red-nosed reindeer
Had a very shiny nose.
had a shiny
And if you ever saw him, you would even say it close. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Oh, Rudolph, with your nose so bright,
won't you guys
family, are y'all ready for some North Pole fever? Well, I know you know Mrs. Claus, but here at North Pole Live, she's the one and only dancing queen.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, a 50-foot convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, I want it not really, that's not a lie. Been an angel all year, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight.
Hurry down the chimney. Oh, Santa, hurry down the chimney.
Oh, Santa,
Hurry down the chimney tonight.
Santa baby.
Merry Christmas, and to all a good night.
Just a hint of peppermint and every single thing begins to feel like Christmas. And just like the snowflakes, the moon is ever the same. Red and white and candy striped and every shake and size. Oh, what a sweet treat this is. So hop off the choo-choo and woo-woo to Candy Cane Lane. You'll be all aglow from your head to mistletoe. So there's no road that could ever smell as sweet or look as good enough to me. There's nothing like a city block of hanging lights where I just wanna curl up by the fire for a couple cups of cider and roast all those marshmallows. They're hung up on the trees and line the poles will fill the streets just like a sea from a snow globe. So baby, let's go take a stroll down to Candy Cane Lane. You'll be all aglow from your head to mistletoe. So there's no road that could ever smell as sweet or look as good enough to eat. There's nothing like a city block of hanging lights where I just wanna curl by the fire for a couple cups of cider and roast all those marshmallows. Add a pinch of cinnamon and suddenly the world begins to taste like December. And you'll always remember coming down to Candy Cane Lane. Just a couple licks from the minty sugar stick
ringing jingle bells around Christmas lights. As Daddy's puts flour and Mama puts the turkey on, there's just nothing gonna slow me down this Christmas. I'll be home.
I'll be home with bells on. I'll be home with bells on. Trim the tree and wrap the presents, turn the Christmas music on. This Christmas I'll be home with bells on.
All right, let's give him another hand. Can we do that? Great job. Well, we hope you're having a great time tonight. This is one of our favorite times of the year here at Second. We just enjoy it so much. We especially enjoy the Christmas weather here in Baytown. Are you enjoying it? But I do hear it's coming in the morning, right? So something to look forward to. But again, we just want to say what a blessing it is to see you. If it's your first time, second time, many times to come, it's just an honor to have you here in our building as we kind of celebrate the season. Excuse me? Whoa. This is strange. Yes, may I help you? A card here. All right, it says there's something I need to tell you. Okay, well, this is awkward. Well, why don't you just go ahead and tell us? Go ahead. It's not. It says I can't. Okay, we kind of figured that out. All right, well, what do you mean? What's the problem? Why can't you tell me what you want? Why? It says I've taken a vow of silence. Could we all figure that out, right? All right. You know, I try to keep a straight face and keep this happy and upbeat, but honestly, I'm going to tell you, this upsets me. It makes me very upset that these people have paid good money and you come out here and you interrupt this time, the choir, the band, the orchestra, the greeters. Why would you go about doing this on this wonderful night? Why? It says, have you considered cutting back on caffeine? Okay, that's funny. All right, well, thank you. I don't know why it is you're out here, but you can just, go ahead, just move along. Folks, again, I'm sorry. I don't know why this occurred. It's just kind of is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. What do you want to tell me? It says, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What is this, a Beatles monastery or something? Is one of these Ringo? Hey, Ringo. I guess not. Wow. I'm a bit surprised by this. Look at this crew coming in. Well, it looks like they're going to tell me to get off the stage. How can I introduce your group? Do you have a way? Some way I can? Okay. Thankfully, looks like the last card. All right. Well, here's what I've been told to read to you to introduce tonight. It says, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very special guest, the Brethren of the Perpetual Order of Pele. Here to perform for you a song that is sure to bring you to your feet.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
found in the inn.
This is the star of Bethlehem.
For him who was born free from sin.
This is the star of Bethlehem. Behold that star. Behold that star up yonder. Behold that star. It is the star of Bethlehem. It is the star of Bethlehem.
you all, and welcome to Pleasant Valley Church. Oh, we just love our Christmas programs around here. Been doing them for, well, more years than I can remember. Can I let you in on a little secret? You and I are about to watch a pretty interesting story unfold. These folks don't know you're watching in, so let's just make that part of our Christmas fun. Poor Sarah. Pray for her, would you? She has a lot on her plate this year. Let me tell you what all is going on. No, wait a minute. That's why you're here. Let's just watch for ourselves as God shows us all a little about Christmas and family and conflict and, well, enough said. You will see the light soon enough.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle, 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 jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle, 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 jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle, 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 jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse sleigh. One-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits rise. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleigh song tonight.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Wow. Great job, everyone. The music sounds great. I think the pageant this year is going to be fantastic. Keep working, and I'll see you on Sunday. Let's see, right here.
Hey, Sarah.
Miss White.
Sarah, thanks for taking this on. I mean, I cannot believe we're without a pageant director 3 weeks before Christmas.
Oh, I've loved doing this. I haven't done this since I produced some musicals right after college.
Have you talked to Henry since he had his tonsils out?
Of course, we've been in touch. And since he can't talk, he texts me several times a day just to check in. I'm really trying to keep him up to date and reassure him that this show and his choir will be here when he comes back. He really just needs to get some rest. But he'll be back shouting orders at the choir soon enough.
How is Dan with you taking this on? And at Christmas?
Yeah, I know you already do so much up here. And this is your first Christmas with Amy being married and at her in-laws.
And Ryan's up at college?
Oh, you know Dan. He's always grumpy about something, but he'll be fine. As long as he can watch football and track his fantasy team, he won't even notice that I'm not at home.
Well, you know what? Maybe with you directing the choir, he'll actually come to the Christmas service.
No, we'll see, but I'm not going to hold my breath. He hasn't entered the doors of this church since his mother passed away.
Maybe that could be your Christmas miracle this year.
Oh, we all know that that's what it would take to get Dan here, a miracle. Lord, I am tired of doing this on my own. I thought this year maybe something would bring Dan back. I know it sounds cheesy, but maybe that's what I need, a Christmas miracle. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, Henry warned me about that. We need to make sure and call an electrician about the lights before Christmas Eve. That's another thing on our to-do list. Come on.
Her stress level seems to be a 13 on a scale of 1 to 10. And now she's off to her home. You know, they say that home is where the heart is. But have you ever noticed that they don't say what kind of heart is found at home?
Hello. Oh, hey, Amy. How's my baby girl doing? Oh, good. And how's David? Good, good. Oh, I know, sweetheart. We miss you too. We'd love to have you home for Christmas. Yeah, we understand. We know it's David's family's turn. Now that's part of being married. And you guys are going to have a great time skiing up there in Colorado. No, I know. No, she's not home. Huh. You know she's directing that Christmas choir pageant at church now. And she spends more time up at church than anywhere else. I probably won't even see her till New Year's. Yeah, well, you know your mom. She would rather be up at church than at home with me. I know. Well, oh, hang on, sweetheart. I think I hear your mom coming. It's Amy.
Oh, Amy, sweetie, why didn't you call me on my cell phone? You know I'm hardly at home this time of the year. There is so much going on at the church right now. Did you hear that Henry had to have his tonsils out? Yeah, happens to pastors too, I guess. Of course. As soon as they asked me, I jumped at the chance.
Yeah, any excuse to get away from here.
Well, it's a good thing that your father sits at home watching football, so he could at least get your call. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, nice talking to you too, honey. Huh. And not that you care, but we won again.
Oh, Dan, remind me to talk to you about the lights at church. There's some bad wiring or something. I thought maybe you could come out and take a look.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you could at least send Walter. I mean, he works for you, and he helps with the pageant, for goodness
I'll
sake.
think about it, Sarah. Okay, my business is not just a free-for-all to fix up any little problem that comes up at your church.
My church? This is your church, too. We got married there, raised our kids there, had your mother's memorial
Sarah,
service.
that is enough. I have no need to go to that church again. Just be reminded.
I guess this means you're not coming to the pageant this year? I even said a prayer tonight that somehow, some way...
You have got to be kidding me.
Never mind. I'm sorry I brought it up. I knew it was a fruitless prayer. Oh, Amy, I'm sorry. Go on. Tell me more.
Lord, help me. Oh, I give up.
Funny thing about prayer, sometimes we know just what to pray, sometimes we don't. But here's what I've found. God is always listening. Always. And sometimes God shows up in the most unexpected ways. How does that song go? I believe there are angels among us.
Hey, morning, Dan.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, Sarah's doing a great job with the church Christmas pageant. It was awfully good of her to step up at the last minute.
Look, Walter, could we just focus on work today, okay? And leave my wife and her church activities out of all of this.
Sure, I didn't mean to upset you. But on that note, she called me this morning and mentioned something about the lights in the sanctuary at the church flickering. I figured I'd go on over there and check it out.
Oh, really? Huh. So she couldn't trust me to follow up on something that she asked me to do. No, you will not go over there. I have other jobs for you, paying jobs. If anyone's going to go over there, it'll be me. And that's only if I have time.
All right, sorry, Dan. Hey, there's some guy out here. He's here looking for a job.
A job? We don't have any openings right now.
I don't know. He was pretty determined to talk to you.
Fine, send him in.
Dan Jeffers? My name is Stephen. I'm the answer to your prayers.
I beg your pardon?
Stephen! Answer to prayers!
Yeah, I heard you the first time. I'm just not sure exactly what you meant. Look, if you're a salesman, I have all my suppliers lined up. And if you're looking for a job, I'm not hiring.
Here's the deal, Dan. All I know is that I was sent to this address this morning in response to 2 prayer requests. One from you and one from your wife. For help. That's me. I'm here to help.
Wait a minute. Did my wife send you over here? Is this about the wiring at the church? I swear that woman.
No, sir. No, sir. This isn't about the wiring at the church.
Well, then who sent you?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me. Or you can just let yourself out of my office and have a nice day.
Well, God.
Okay, I have heard enough. Thank you for coming in today. Walter, look, I appreciate your time. Walter will see you out. Walter!
I understand this is a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry. Maybe you've seen It's a Wonderful Life too many times. Or maybe you've had just a little bit too much eggnog. All I know is I have given you enough of my time. Thank you. Walter!
You hollered, Dan?
Yeah, would you mind seeing Stephen out, please?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Mr. Jeffers. I know we'll be seeing each other soon. Probably at dinner tonight.
What was that? The answer to my prayers? I can't even remember the last time that I... Oh.
Excuse me, are you Sarah?
Yes, can I help you?
My name is Stephen. I was sent to help.
Oh, you must be from Dan's office. It's nice to meet you. I didn't know he'd hired anyone new.
Well, not exactly.
No, never mind. I haven't been to the office in so long. I'm sure there are a lot of new employees. I didn't really think he would send anybody over. But the light panel is over here if you don't mind looking at it.
Light panel?
Yes, that's what it's called, isn't it? I'm so ignorant when it comes to electrical things. You'd think being married to an electrician for 27 years, I would have picked up on some of it. But do you mind looking at it?
No, of course not. Whatever I can do to help. That's what I'm here for.
Are you new to the area?
You could say that.
Well, I'm really glad you're here. I was starting to worry about the lights. Did Dan tell you to do this at cost or for a fee?
You know, he didn't say actually, but he didn't send me.
Oh, I bet it was Walter. Well, I can't imagine Dan doing it for free. He can't stand this church.
Really?
Yes, his mother passed away about 5 years ago.
Yeah, cancer. I know. She was a great woman. Sure does love the Lord.
Yes, how did you know? I mean, we all thought she was improving. But anyway, we had her service here, and it was really nice, but Dan just couldn't ever come back. His mother meant the world to him, and I really think he was angry at God for taking her away. Hasn't been back since. And of course, he hates how involved I am. But what am I supposed to do? Sit at home and watch him watch football? No. I mean, this is what you do when you're a Christian. You serve at your church. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dump all that on you. Just felt like I could open up to you for some reason.
I understand. I get that a lot. Like I said, I'm here to help.
Well, I wonder how Dan wants me to pay for you.
How about a home-cooked meal? Haven't had one of those in a few hundred years.
Well, all right. Hey, you want to stay and hear the music?
Sure, that sounds great. I'm finished up here anyway.
Okay. All right, everyone, let's get started.
Greeting cards have all been sent. The Christmas rush is through. But I still have one wish to make, a special one for you. Merry Christmas, darling. We're apart, that's true, but I can dream, and in my dreams I'm Christmasing with you. Holidays are joyful. There's always something new. But every day's a holiday when I'm near to you. Oh, the lights on my tree, I wish you could see. I wish it every day. And the logs on the fire fill me with desire to see you and to say that I wish you Merry Christmas. Happy New Year too. I've just one wish on this Christmas Eve. I wish I were with you. I wish I were with you. Merry Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
No way. No way. I am not going to trade you a wide receiver for your kicker. Ah, look, I don't care how good he is a kicker. No, now we can talk some quarter. No. Oh, hey, I got to go.
Hey, Dan, good to see you again.
What is he doing here?
I invited him over for dinner.
Why?
For working on the wiring at the church.
You were at the church?
Sure, it's a great place, good music. It's going to be a really good pageant this year. You should really come.
Sarah, come. I do not want you hanging around that guy.
Why?
Because he's crazy.
He seems nice enough to me.
Well, he's not. He is a nut job.
Well, if he's so unstable, why did Walter send him to work on the wiring?
Walter didn't send him. Walter escorted him out of my office today after he told us he was an angel.
An angel? Are you sure that's what he said?
Yeah? He said that God sent him here to answer a prayer.
It was two prayers. Sorry for eavesdropping, but it was two prayers. And God didn't send me to answer them. He sent me in response. It's a big difference. Huge difference, actually. I can't answer prayers. Only he can.
Yeah, right, Stanley.
Stephen?
Stephen, whatever, okay? If you're an angel, why don't you do something? I don't know, something angelic.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've heard that one. I'm sorry, Dan, that's not quite how it works.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. I need to get dinner going. Oh, thank you for working on the wiring at the church, no matter who sent you. I'm going to go fix dinner, and I'll let the two of you sort things out. Dan, just take care of it.
Look, Stephen, you seem like a nice enough guy. I don't know why you chose to bother us, but it would really be great if you just left.
No can do, Kimosabi. I've been assigned here to help. God hears you.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Dan, I know things have been tough since your mother passed.
How did you know that? Oh, okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Dan, I'm not crazy. I know you loved your mother and losing her was difficult, but God hasn't forgotten you.
Stop. Just stop it. I'm going to go for a walk, and I would really like it if you just weren't here when I get back.
Where did Dan go?
He just needed to get some fresh air.
Oh, all right.
Do you need some help with dinner?
No, it just needs to cook. Did you really tell Dan that you were an angel?
What I told Dan was that God sent me in response to 2 prayer requests.
What were they?
Let's see. The first one was at about 8:37 p.m. last night when Dan so eloquently stood up and bellowed, "Lord, help me!"
That was a prayer request? I thought he was just being snarky.
Nevertheless, and the second one was about a half hour earlier in your church sanctuary.
But Dan wasn't at the church sanctuary.
No, you were.
Oh. This is about Dan?
Not just about Dan. You see, you both had prayer requests. Yours was to help get Dan back on the right track, and that is the easy one if I do say so myself. He's outside right now contemplating that very thing. Now, that's the tricky one. You see, he asked God to help him, but what he really meant was for God to help you.
Me? What's wrong with me? I spend every free second I have at the church serving, helping, planning.
Everybody handles grief differently. Some people get angry. Others bury it with distractions.
Distractions? I'll have you know they need me at that church, and what you call distractions, I call a servant's heart.
Sarah, I'm sorry if I upset you. You're right. There is a great servant's heart inside you. But God loves you because of who you are, not because of what you do. And your husband, he needs you too, as much, if not more than the church does. Look, it's probably about time that I head out. I think I've given you both enough to think about for tonight. Dan should be back any minute now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so defensive.
Hey, it's okay. Good luck at the dress rehearsal tomorrow, and I'll see you at the pageant.
It's funny how Christmas is a bit like a magnifying glass. If we're experiencing joy, the joy is magnified. If we are in pain, the pain seems deeper. Oops, sorry. Looks like the choir's gathering for one final rehearsal. You know, there's an old saying, it's always darkest right before the dawn. I sure hope that's true.
Sarah, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm okay, I guess. It's just been a few strange couple of days. I'm just nervous to get started with the pageant.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Oh, I hope so. Okay, everyone, let's focus. We have a lot to get through, so let's just get started.
Sing a sleighing song, I'll tell me to
care of. Oh, where's that flashlight? Oh.
Hey, Sarah. It's Walter. I'm sorry. I told Dan I'd come take a look at these lights.
It's okay, Walter. There was someone here and looked at him and fixed them, I thought. That man, Steven, that was at Dan's office yesterday.
Ooh, he was here?
Yeah?
Oh, I bet Dan was upset.
Well,
I can take a look at these, but this is something only Dan can fix.
but what if he can't do it?
We don't have any lights. I can't think of anyone who's working on Christmas Eve.
That means we would have to cancel the pageant. Oh, thanks, Walter. Oh, I guess that's it for tonight. Just plan on showing up here tomorrow, and maybe we'll get a miracle. Lord, I can't control it all. I can't do it all. I have been trying to be everything to everyone, and I have forgotten that you have called me just to be your child. And in my pain, I've let Dan struggle with his grief all alone. I'm sorry. There is nothing more I can do. Lord, I give it to you. If it happens, it'll be your miracle. Oh, thanks for coming, everyone. I don't know what's going to happen, but we have a crowd of people in that lobby. And you all have worked so hard. And I appreciate it so much. I'm going to go and try the lights and pray that they work.
Well, we're all praying.
Well, we could have a concert in the dark. It was a good idea.
Dan, what are you doing here?
Well, someone had to fix the lights. Sarah, it's going to be great.
I don't understand. Did you...
We can talk about it later. You have a pageant to produce. Let's just say for now, an angel sort of helped me have a change of heart. Let's see.
Look! The light's choir, you're there! And I don't need a flashlight. Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. And I'm sorry.
I know. We'll talk later. Right now, I better go find me a seat out there before this place gets filled up.
You're staying?
Well, I think it's about time. Don't you?
Oh, Dan, I can't believe you're staying.
Sarah, it's okay. I love you.
I love you too.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, we can do this. Do it.
special to me, and of all of the wonderful gifts he could bring. Who could imagine? Who could imagine? Who could imagine a king?
Listen, we have so appreciated you taking time out of your busy holiday season to be with us. We hope you've had a great time, and I want you to help me do a couple of things before we sing our last song together. Would you please help me thank our guys in the audio booth back there, guys and gals that have run the sound and done all the technical stuff tonight. They've done an awesome job. Thank you. Yeah, light them up. Thank you. And would you help me thank our orchestra tonight? Could you guys stand for me, please? Well, thank you. Thank you. We have one last song for you. And before we kick it off, on behalf of the church, our church staff, and everyone at Second, we want to wish you the very merriest of Christmas and the happiest of holiday seasons. Thank you for being here. And because Christ came, we have joy unspeakable. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for coming.